Test, test. Can you hear this? Because if not, we've got a problem. Okay, so you can hear me. Why can't you hear the music? Oh. Are you hearing the music? Just the voice. Weird. Hold on. You know, it's not a Terra stream if we don't have technical difficulties, honestly. So I should have known that this was gonna happen. Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why. Let me try. Is this gonna mess it up though? I don't think I want to mess with that. Okay, so if I do this, if you guys weren't hearing that, I don't, okay, how about now? Hopefully. Okay, there you go. Why is it? Spotify stop. Okay, so when I do my recordings for these reactions, I kind of have my voiceover and the music on separate audio tracks so that when I do the recording, it actually has two audio tracks, and then I can kind of just optimize it a bit better, especially when I want to do certain effects on my voice, you know, some cleanup so you don't hear the mouth clicks. And sometimes I actually sub in the high quality audio, so it's nice to have them on separate tracks. But for streaming, I think everything's always going to be on track 1, and that's why you guys were not hearing the music until just now, because I just moved it to track 1. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. It's like, why are you guys not hearing it? Cool. All right, so we should be okay for reaction on the stream, and I'll just make a note so that I know to move it back to the other track after. So move desktop audio. Back to track 2. That way I'll be good when it comes to doing offline reactions. Okay, so I think I can get rid of this because I can use that. And YouTube. Okay, is there a way to pop out the chat? There is! Cool. Let's do that. The issue issue, though. I want to make sure that I can read where you guys are commenting from, because I am live on Twitch as well. But it seems like most of you guys are on YouTube. Let's see. Timestamps? No. Yeah, that's YouTube's live chat, I think. Oh, duh. Okay, hold up. I did it on the wrong. Goodness. Is there a way to pop it out in here? Compact mode? Maybe? I think I'm okay with that. Let's see if there's a way. Chat overlay? Do I want the overlay? I don't know what I want. What do I want? I just want to pop it out. But maybe I can't. That's okay. You look so tired. Oh, well, thanks. I get that a lot. That's just me, it's just me having, like, no, whatever you call it here. I've lost a lot of it. And I also am not wearing foundation today. Usually I wear concealer, foundation, and so they don't look as bad, but it's fine. I slept a lot, so I'm not actually tired, but it's just the bags under my eyes. The under eye circles. Yeah, Argyle knows what I mean in terms of the editing on the same track. Oh, there you go, Devils, hey, from Twitch. Yes, I am multi-streaming because, I mean, it was a while back, but Twitch got rid of the exclusivity clause, so I'm able to multi-stream to both, which is kind of cool. KT, yeah, I know. KTG is so right. We have this calming piano music, my original compositions, and we're gonna go into Bloodborne tracks, so fun. I just wish there was a way to pop out the chat. I mean, I guess I could pop both of them out, but that might be a little weird. Maybe, maybe not. I just don't like that the chat's all the way on this side here and I can't move it. Once I figure this out, then we'll be good to embed in stream. I don't think I want to embed it. Yeah, alright. I think I'll just do pop out on YouTube. Ugh, I don't like how it looks like that. Let's do that. Hollow Knight? Oh, thank you. I need to listen to more Hollow Knight music, honestly. And that's actually something that some of you want me to react to, possibly. Especially, I think it's like Silk Song. There's a whole like meme about that, right? It hasn't been released yet, and it's been like years. Oh god, this track. So, fun fact, this track, also composed by me, I actually use this to walk down the aisle too. So, it has a special place in my heart. Let me go to Twitch and go to my chat. There you go, gotta mute that. Oh, Jonas, hey! Sorry, I'm just seeing the Twitch chat now. Maybe it's better that it's separated, so I can see who's chatting from where. Where's the pop-out option? I know it's here somewhere. There it is, pop-out. Okay. Alright. Now, I should be able to do that. And that. So on Twitch, we got Jonas and Devils, and pretty much everyone else is on YouTube, so. Oh, Crescendo, hey! Hello, hello. Perhaps me reacting to Hollow Knight music will manifest Silk Song. Yeah, I was trying so hard not to cry, honestly, when I heard the music playing. Just walk in, you know, linked arms with my dad, and oh, very emotional. Okay, so after the track is done, because this is the last track in my piano EP anyway, we'll go ahead and do some reactions. I will say, let me view the full playlist here. Right now I only have 4 videos. I've already done Papa G, and I recently did Ludwig as well. I do have Laurence and Amelia. Someone suggested that I react to them back to back. And then I've got Lady Maria and Gehrman. Of course, I have to watch Gehrman. And most of them are Lame Ansari. The first 3 are Lame Ansari, and then the last one is Raguna, their video. Because I actually was reading the comments and they said that the music sync was perfect for this one, and it's got a lot more views than Lame's video, so I figured Gehrman might be a good one. And they're all music turned up, so we should be good for that. Yes, Vector. Anything that's Souls or FromSoft, like, I will get to. So Demon Souls is definitely, like, I'm planning to do it, but I want to kind of get through Bloodborne, like maybe kind of finish Bloodborne first, and then get through some more Dark Souls 3 and probably Elden Ring. But I had some people recommend Dark Souls 2 music and the original, like Gwyn. I'm gonna be doing a dedicated video for Gwyn. I haven't filmed it yet, but I'll do the very Dark Souls 1, Gwyn, and then Dark Souls 3, the Soul of Cinder, and that'll be its own video. So I've been really confused about like Demon Souls versus Dark Souls 1, like if it's the same game or not. I got really confused because apparently like the company kind of changed. I don't know if the name, they had to change the name for the certain studio. They couldn't use Demon Souls. I don't remember exactly what happened. It's a little confusing. Oh, that's a cover. We're gonna pause that. Pause. There we go. Yeah, I was considering having a form crit, just because now I'm gonna be hopefully branching out a little bit more. Like, I'll still obviously do FromSoft reactions because they're awesome, and you guys really like them, but I do want to kind of branch out and do other games as well. That's why I did the Stellar Blade one yesterday. I have a few more tracks from Stellar Blade on my playlist. Genshin Impact is a big one as well. Hollow Knight, yes, I'll do. I actually have, I think it's actually the Silk Song track itself. Is that what it's called? Hold on, I'll check. But I do have a track on my Violinist Reacts. I think I filmed that one already, but I haven't edited it completely yet. Hold on, where is my Violinist one? There's so many things to react to, guys. Yeah, okay, Silk Song, a few full playlists. Which one is this one? Lace. Okay, so this one's actually on my list, so maybe I haven't reacted to it yet. I want to say that there was another Silk Song track that I reacted to, or maybe it was the first Hollow Knight. So yeah, I definitely want to do Hollow Knight, but since a lot of it is string heavy, I think I kind of wanted to add some of them to the Violinist attempts. Like, I listen to it, react to it, but then I also try to play the violin track, play along, see if I can figure out what the notes are and things like that. But let me go back to this. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Living Failures. Okay, I can add Living Failures if you want me to like react to the boss battle for that. Yep. A lot of people said I have to combine Gwyn and Soul of Cinder. Oh, Zyro, thank you. Zyro? Wow, I can't say anything today. Zyro, or is it Zero? Let me know. But thank you. I'm so glad that you found my channel and that you like this content is completely new to me as well. I started basically towards the end of October, and it was really supposed to be kind of a one-off reaction of Bloodborne just to get into the Halloween mood, and then it kind of blew up, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I need to keep doing this. But yeah, thank you for like subscribing and watching my stuff. I appreciate it. So Demon Souls is the very first of the Souls games, and Dark Souls came next, and it was the one that put the company on the map. Got it. Okay. Demon's Soul is a Sony exclusive, only on PlayStation. I see. So Demon's Souls and Dark Souls are not connected, other than being similar kinds of games. Got it. Okay. Don't pause on Xenoblade. Sorry, Crit. Because it's a cover. From Software made Demon Souls for Sony. Sony is greedy, so they had to reinvent the IP. Same thing happened with Bloodborne. This is why we don't have Demon Souls or Bloodborne on PC. Is Bloodborne coming to PC, though? Or am I thinking of a different game? A different FromSoft game that's coming to PC? I feel like I saw that, but it might have been just conjecture and people just hoping that there's going to be one. Warframe? Okay. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I definitely need to listen to those tracks. I love Final Fantasy series, so I should definitely react to some of the Rebirth tracks. I mean, it won Best OST, right? Best Score in Music in the Game Awards, which I'm like, of course it won, but it had to still be very good, right, in order for it to be nominated and win. So I'd be curious to hear what they did to the original tracks by Uematsu, and I think they might have added some new tracks as well. Rather unusual, unique soundtrack. Oh, there's so many people commenting. Thank you so much for stopping in. Oh my gosh. Gino, hey, Happy New Year. Otani's work on Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, okay, so I did a cover with a pianist a few years back. Sunlit Earth, I think is the name of it. So I do know that track. It's a beautiful track. I collaborated with Tifita. She's, I think, lives in Spain, but she was a pianist, and I worked with her. That's the only Shadow of the Colossus track that I know of and have covered. But I would love to do more, especially like reacting to the OST. That's a good one. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2 music, great, forgotten. 0. Okay. Thank you. I was like, I think it's 0. And yes, wonderful and cozy time. Thank you, Mohammed. I have I don't know if you're able to see. Let me actually move this over a little bit so I can still see myself. I got a blanket right here because it's very cold in this room. And I don't want to blast the heat. So I'm bundled up, very cozy. It's on emulator. No, they hate money. Bloodborne is probably never coming to PC officially. That's sad. Jonas, so thank you for the sub. Sorry if I saw that a bit late. Laurence will be your favorite. It's a masterpiece. Oh, Gino's on both. I see you. Twitch and YouTube. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Twitch might have less stream delay. It might be a little bit more closer to live versus YouTube, but whatever platform you guys feel comfortable with. Sorry, I'm going to try to check the Twitch chat too. I've been neglecting it a bit, but there's a lot more people on YouTube. Sekiro, yep, that's also on the list. I don't know if I have a playlist of certain tracks from Sekiro, but I do have a spreadsheet of different games I want to react to, and Sekiro is on there. Queen's Blood theme slaps. Is that Queen of the Vile Bloods, right? So that one's coming. That one I actually finished editing and is on my YouTube, but it's gonna be released to members probably like Sunday. I try to do it a few days early. So if you want to get like early access to that video or any of my videos, I'm gonna try to post them a few days early for members, YouTube members. So feel free to check out the membership if you would like to get early access and watch it before everyone else. Trying to read all the chat will be end of me. Yeah, okay. So we're just gonna actually react to this. Let me Is it this one? No? What happened? Why is that being weird? Hold on. I need to fix something. Oh. Why is it doing that? Okay, hold on. Weird. Okay, hold up. How am I gonna do this? Do I have to make a new one? I really don't want to make a new one. I need to make sure you guys can see the video. Oh, maybe it's this one? Okay. And is that, I think that's the smaller one. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's the bigger one, which is covering my face. Okay. All right, so this is the one that we need. I know it looks a little weird, but I promise you once I actually play the video, we will have it. See? All pretty. Okay. Ludwig is still the go-to theme. Yeah, once I actually watched the boss fight, it made a lot more sense. Elden Ring, yes. Definitely have some Elden Ring tracks on a playlist for things, you know, videos and music to react to. We actually have someone in the community, I think he joined the Discord, they, I'm not sure, joined the Discord server that I have and also messaged me with a playlist of Elden Ring boss fights that they recorded with, I think, the music turned up so I can use their videos. So that'll be really fun to be able to react to eventually after I listen to the Elden Ring music standalone. Twitch is ahead by a good few seconds. Okay. Yeah, I figured. Oh yeah, new Elden Ring game. Yeah, that's gonna be so good. All right, so I think we're okay to just start with Laurence, the first vicar. All right, here we go. I know he's the one in like the big chair, like the throne, right? So I'm gonna lower this a little bit. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Pause it because the quality's not, yeah, I guess that's the highest quality is 720. Okay, little pixelated, but okay, he's on fire, I think, ish, sort of. That scream. Sorry, I'm gonna be pausing this a lot. This is typical. His arms are two very different, like, mass. Like, one is just like a very long, lean, and this one's got like a bunch of stuff attached to it. I wonder why there's a difference in the size of his arms. so the music kind of looped already, at least for this phase. It's taken Liam a little bit to actually get Laurence down. So yeah, AoE, I can definitely see that must be a nightmare to try to avoid. Boss Fight's not really pointing to Laurence's history, besides he was the first cleric beast, but the theme is about him as a leader of the healing church. Oh yeah, any opening cinematic? Yeah, there wasn't an opening cinematic for this, huh? Do you know if Lame's videos usually includes an opening cinematic, or should I just try to search that separately? Let me know. The larger arm is the one used in the blood transfusions. That's a theory. Okay, I could see that. Beware the blood. See the lyrics of the music later. Yes, I can take a look at the lyrics. I do know all of these lyrics are like in Latin, and they do actually make sense and pertain to each of the bosses, right? Which is kind of cool. Got a lot of health. Okay. Oh, injects blood in his leg. Maybe he might have some super buff right leg if he transforms. Oh, maybe. That's where the AoE gets real wide, huh? Oh, this is what you guys are talking about, right? He loses his legs? Oh boy. Okay, I would be screaming if I had to face him and I saw this happen. He's like crawling towards me like this and doing basically flamethrower, like a freaking Pokemon move, like just, or like a dragon maybe, just spitting out flames. Wow. I wonder why they chose fire for him. And then like his face, it's like, from what I can tell, it's kind of hard, it's pixelated, but it seems like it's a big skull, and he's got like antlers on one side. It's very interesting, this design for the boss. Like, Ludwig was interesting too, but people were saying that it seemed like he could have maybe fused with his horse, and that's why, like, I was actually hearing neighing in that boss fight here and there, at least in the first phase. And that makes more sense as to why he had so many legs and things like that. So, yeah, that's a very interesting design for Laurence. Shell shock, oh no. FromSoft supposedly never finished Laurence's boss fight, and this is an unfinished version they left in the game? Wait, really? It's good that you're afraid of blood. Fear the old blood. This fight will take a part of your soul. Yeah, I could see that. All right, let's keep going. Eternally burning for his deeds, yeah. like Lame's just kind of waiting for the music, like this phase of the music to end before it loops, maybe. I don't know. He's just kind of chilling. He's like, I'm not gonna finish you off yet. Yeah, deemed to suffer with the shame of his sins. See the good quality graphics. Yeah, I can definitely take a look. Yeah, I agree. The cello seems to be a like very central instrument to these bosses. A lot of them have cello, especially, I mean, the men, right? I've heard violin fairly often for like the women bosses. So recommend the Bloodborne cinematic from YouTube channel Lost Cinematic. Okay. Yeah, you wanted the cello solo, probably. Jonas, good point. I mean, I would want the cello. I wouldn't want to disturb it. So I'd just try to avoid all the attacks until I finished listening to it all. Yeah, the lava. I know. Okay, we got a couple more seconds, 30 seconds-ish. Fades out like that. We didn't hear the actual ending then. From what I remember, the original, like the standalone track, it had an ending after that second phase, and that's, I think, where it kind of went back to the cleric beast motif, I think. Let's take a look. Make sure I'm not just making stuff up. Let's see. This one, the actual sound team. Yeah. And then you got the basses, maybe cello, doing that long sustain at the end. So we didn't even hear that part for this video, which, I mean, again, I don't know how good these transitions, like how easy it is to do the transitions, make them actually play in the game, depending on how long it takes you to beat the boss and things like that. Oh, really? That's cool, Inari. Also, let me know if I butcher any of your names. I'm gonna try my best, but ending of the actual track has really held. Yes, exactly. Ending is used to loop first phase. Yeah, I think I was hearing that, actually. Let's go back. This, right? Kind of? Ah, there. This is it. And then right there is where the loop starts again. So yeah, you're right. I did kind of technically hear it, but just not at the end of the boss fight. Again, super curious to know, like, how they even figured all of this out, you know? Like, when you have the track in the OST, how they kind of stitched that all together and how it differs based on what you hear in the game. It's very interesting. It's something that I don't really know of any other games that do that. You know what I mean? Like, I play a lot of RPGs, right? And so you have looped versions of the track, and usually in the official track release, they just loop it like twice and then fade it out, because most of them don't have a definitive ending to them. Some do. But yeah, it's just very interesting how they kind of figured all of this out to make it work really well for the game and also make it work well for the standalone OST. So the star that bring Laurence to his corpse in nightmare has the flying skull as a symbol of Lawrence's past and what he failed to protect. He is destined to seek his skull, but even if he found it, it could never restore his memories. Right, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So is it safe to assume that the last part of most of those tracks are used to help with the transition? or maybe to loop the first phase like Lawrence's was. Thorin, hi! Thank you. Also, welcome in Nikora. I think that's right. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh. The Hunter Bloodborne 4K. Let's just do that real quick. I don't want to lose my playlist, so I'll just do it over here. So we can watch the cinematic together. The Hunter Bloodborne. I can't type 4K. My hands are cold. Lost cinematics. Okay. Let's click on this. Fan-made project.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open. Fear the old blood.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Ah, the little ones.
Oh.
Inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them. Speak words they do not. But still, aren't they sweet? Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Farewell was spelled wrong, but that's okay.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
She is people.
Alright, so this is not. This is like totally a fan-made trailer, right? Yeah, it's a lot of AI. Where is the... I thought this was going to be the cinematic for Laurence, so... I mean, I'll finish watching it, but let's watch Lawrence's intro cinematic after.
Whisper. She knows what people think of her.
Only an honest death will kill you now.
Lady Maria.
It can't be. This is a nightmare.
You're a hunter, aren't you?
Thank you, dear saint. I have no words to express my relief.
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
Can catch us.
That was the Queen, wasn't it? I gotta lower the volume a little bit.
Can stop us.
Pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
Celebration. A great night of celebration.
Good hunter, have you seen the thread of light? Just a hair, a fleeting thing. Yet I clung to it, steeped as I was in the stench of blood.
Danny, you lucky scam! The gift of the Godhead cometh!
Yeah. Hunt east. That makes sense. Well, whoever did the captioning, they might not have checked it the way they should have, because there's definitely a lot of typos and just transcription errors. The Lady Maria looks kind of cool though. All right, so let's actually do Laurence cinematic intro cutscene by the first one. What do you guys think? 89 years cinematic lore. Does this include it? I wonder. Shirako has a lot of subscribers. Let's see if he's got this in it. Oh, yeah. And it's in 4K, so let's try this one. He's just burning, chilling. Ugh. And that was it, I'm assuming. I wish I could have those nails. Yeah, those are long nails, huh? I mean, he kind of also sounded like a horse a little bit here and there, but I mean, when you're creating a beast and trying to figure out the sound design for it, like you usually just use a bunch of different animals and put them together and make it sound like something new. So they might have used some horse sounds for Laurence, like they did with Ludwig, just as one of the kind of screechy, you know, yeah, whatever sound they make out of their mouths. Screams.mp3. Oh. Yeah. Ella's real. Yeah, I see what you mean. I don't think I have the CD here anymore, but my friend Mon, he made a Bloodborne cover album, and on the very front of the album itself, the physical, is artwork of Laurence just sitting in the throne, just like how he was. So that's how I was like, oh, okay. I get it. Laurence is right on the front. That's why he's holding his head. He senses his skull and tries to take it from us. Oh. Worst blood cocktail hangover. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Okay, so if that's it, I mean, what do you guys think? We good to move on to Amelia? Maybe? I don't know if this one's gonna have the cinematic. Should I just like watch the cinematic first? This one might have it. Maybe not. Let me just kind of scrub. This one I think has a cinematic because I'm seeing, yeah, okay. So I think we're good on this one actually. Might not need to separately watch the cinematic. Ludwig's horse appearance is a reference to a demon in Japanese mythology and also a specific depiction of it in the manga Berserk. Okay. Sony official video for Cleric Beast? Oh, like a live orchestra playing it? Can you see the lyrics of the music later? Oh yeah. I think some people did already kind of see. Oh, let me see here. I can't talk today. I can't type either, apparently. But I think some people did kind of comment. No, O Son, in this way, a sacrament by thy violence, a reward shall become holy by blood. A stolen reward shall be made holy by blood. Otherwise, I hunt. I exert myself to hang upon humanity. With an honest net blood to expect by that wretched desecration. Is it dissimilar from life in this way? The beast will conquer lands. With an honest net blood to expect by that wretched oh, they already did that one. Oh, I guess it's a repeat. We take up this mystery. The silver of life does not free you from the master. Not this. Okay. I was like, I'm having issues following. There's a YouTube video on it. Okay. We're kind of going off though, aren't we? How long is this? Lyrics translation. All right, let's do it this way. Oh, music producer who worked on Bloodborne. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of do some pause. If you desire the sacrament, learn that you shall be rewarded with the holy blood. You shall be rewarded with the secret holy blood. I attain humanity, its brilliance, and lose it. O holy blood. There's free translation from the music producer. This person's a Latinist? Wow. Dude, I mean, you know how Latin's technically a dead language, so it's really cool that someone actually understands it. Free translation they received at the end of the video. Huh. 99% of Elden Ring lyrics are not in any language and mean nothing. Song of Lament. Blood is nectar from blasphemy, and the beast will peer into you. The blood is nectar, though that is all we can rely on. Ignorant one. Fear. You do well to fear the blood. That's so cool. Like, they actually took the time to write the Latin lyrics that make sense. You know, when you translate it, it's actually explaining the characters. How many instruments can you play? UW. I can play violin, viola, piano, and I can sing. I did learn a bit of guitar for college, but it's very basic, and I couldn't really keep up with it because it was hurting my left hand so much. But yeah, those are basically the main instruments. I learned piano first, but I've what is it? I basically know violin better, or am more comfortable with violin than piano. If I were to read sheet music, it would take me a while to like play it on piano, but like with repetition and stuff, I'd get it down. Violin, it's a lot easier for me, and I feel more comfortable on violin. And then because I know violin, I can play viola as well. Yeah, fear the old blood is Bloodborne's catchphrase. Yes, Mastro, you are correct. Like the OSC of Dark Souls 3. Demon Souls, all Dark Souls, and 99% of Elden Ring lyrics are not in Latin. It's really cool, though. I love the kind of nonsense lyrics, honestly. It has some, like, a certain appeal to them. That's why I like Nier music so much. And Stellar Blade has some of those, too, in the tracks that I reacted to yesterday. There's some that seem like nonsense lyrics, which makes sense, because I think they wanted it to be similar. The music was going to be similar to Nier, but just not exactly like Nier, because there are some tracks that are in English and in Korean and maybe some Japanese, so a lot of different languages for the songs. You all be careful with the holy blood. Peer into the mystery. though that is all we can rely on. And then the loops. Wow. If you desire mystery and to learn, you shall be rewarded. Attain the holy blood, you shall be rewarded the secret holy blood. We attain humanity, surpass and lose it. Attain the holy blood. All be warned, the blood is the nectar of blasphemy. Peer into the mystery, and the beast will peer into you. All be warned, the blood is the nectar of blasphemy, though that is all we can rely on. Ignorant one, fear. Ignorant one, you do well to fear the blood. Oh, what is all this? I can't read it. But yeah, okay. So that's pretty cool that someone actually took the time to make sure that the translation was correct and got the translation from the music producer too. That's so cool. Okay, I think we're good to do Amelia now. Tex, thank you. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you. Composer Yuka Kitamura herself formally answered the question, said that Dark Souls 3 soundtrack makes no sense. Yeah, like in terms of the lyrics, yeah. I have heard that Dark Souls 3, it's kind of nonsense, but it's still cool. Like there's a skill in creating a language or coming up with lyrics that are still phonetically pleasing and easy to like speak and sing, you know what I mean? Like there's a skill in developing something like that. So that's really, really cool that they actually took it a bit further. Like, okay, let's not even just use Latin. Let's create our own like nonsense, you know, lyrics, language, whatever you want to call it, but make sure that it still sounds good. Like that's really hard to do, honestly. So, hey, Alex is in Twitch chat. Hello. Yes, Bloodborne is cool. I probably will never personally play it, or I might have my husband play it and I'll watch, maybe. But it is, I love how deep FromSoft went with this game. All the lore and the music, and it's just incredible. It's really cool to see how far a game company and dev team will go to sell their game, like to actually sell it, sell the story, sell, you know, make you really committed to this player and, you know, the world you're in. Like there's so much that goes into creating a game, and it's really, really cool to just like see something that's as well done as this. And I've never actually played it personally. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch Vicar Amelia, because someone said to do it right after Laurence. So yeah, let's do it.
And feast upon the old blood.
Oh.
Our thirst for blood satiates us, soothes our fears. Seek the old blood. But beware, the frailty of men. Their wills are weak,
Huh, he cut her off. I mean, that seemed already kind of similar to the lyrics in Laurence, so that's kind of cool. She looks human. Still. Oh god. Okay. I was not expecting that. I do want to mention, again, sorry for pausing, Lawrence's choir, again, was mostly male. I don't remember if I heard, like, women in the choir, and then this is starting off with women. So they're definitely using that parallel with the choir and like the gender or, you know, sex, whatever you want to call it, of the boss, right? Damage that he's doing. Oh wow, I didn't even just like, I just saw that chipping away quite a bit. She doesn't really have too many like special moves from what I could tell. Like, I mean, Ludwig had like spitting something, and then obviously Laurence was a bunch of fire and lava. I'm not really seeing that for Vicar. Amelia, Nikora on Twitch says that she has almost no written lore. She's just a vicar in the healing church that administers the blood. When she dies, you get the amulet she's clutching that reads, "This pendant passed down among the vicars who head the healing church is a reminder of the cautionary adage, words that will open the gates of Byrgenwerth," which is a trigger for a cutscene at the altar where we first hear the lines that end in "Fear the old blood." Yeah, Alex, I think you're right. I think the attacks of the bosses, most of them line up with the beats of the music. Some of them might not. Like, I was trying to watch carefully for certain attacks, I think in Ludwig, and some of them he did actually, like with the sword, do it on the beat, but sometimes he didn't. So I wasn't sure how often that happens. And Amelia has a pretty basic melee moveset. Beginner boss fight, okay. Player isn't giving her time to do all her stuff. She has more abilities. Player's just crushing her too hard, so she never gets a chance. Okay. All right. Papa G technically do it? To heal, you mean? Oh, I don't know. Did Papa G heal himself? I don't recall. Okay, now that is all men in the choir, and why does that sound... Is that Lawrence's? That sounds like Am I wrong? Is that why the person told me to watch them back to back? I'm almost positive that's the same dun 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 dun. Like, I'm pretty sure we heard that melody in Laurence. Or am I mixing them up? I'll check Laurence again after this, but someone said that it's actually in the same cathedral as Laurence's boss fight. That's interesting. Yeah. Alright, we'll double check after I get yeah, okay, so that's that. Let's just go back to... Nope. Hold up. Yeah, it's the same melody, guys. Yeah, it's the same. Oh, that's so cool. So there's even more of a parallel between the two of them than just being in the same location. They literally actually use that choir melody in both of them, which is, wow, that's so, I don't know why I'm nerding out. Like, I've never played the game, but musically, that is so genius, right? All right, see what you guys say. Yeah. The like, that's from the Cleric Beast. I know technically Amelia's track is the same as the Cleric Beast track, but I would like to think that the Cleric Beasts are just borrowing from Amelia. Like, this track is actually technically supposed to be for Amelia, and they also used it for the other Cleric Beasts versus the other way around. You know what I mean? I think it'd make more sense for it to be more intentional like that. I mean, she's literally in the same location as Laurence, right? And they're both vicars, and there's just a lot of things that are similar between the two of them, from what I can tell. So it's really cool that it had to have been intentional for them to use that same little motif there. Oh, after you defeat her, you get a cinematic introducing Laurence when he was human. We don't see his face, though. And yes, she is praying to Laurence's skull. So I do remember a comment mentioning that. So there's definitely some connection that they have with each other. What do I think about the gameplay and lore about Bloodborne bosses so far? I'm kind of speechless most of the time because this is just so well done. Like, obviously, I'm not the kind of person that would play this game personally, because I get scared a little too easily, and blood can definitely make me queasy, even if it's fake, like, game blood. Like, okay, so you know Shingeki no Kyojin, right? Attack on Titan. When I was watching that, like the first season, I was so queasy after watching those episodes. And that's animated blood, but it's pretty gory of a anime, so that's just how queasy I can get. I can get used to it, right? And a little bit desensitized to it here and there, but for the most part, I try not to play games that have a lot of blood like that. But even so, this is like so cool. I mean, I heard of Bloodborne and Dark Souls and things like that, but I never really, I don't know. I wasn't interested in the games because I just figured it was just going to be a game where you hunt beasts, you know, but there's so much more to it. So it's, again, really interesting to me to be able to watch this and learn more about the lore and the world, you know, that they're living in the game, and, you know, the nightmare and things like that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. You know, I'm not, again, being queasy and getting scared trying to watch these bosses. Like, I would be screaming my head off. Alex, my friend, can attest to that. If I were to play this kind of game, he knows how I am. So, but still really cool to watch someone else play and kind of learn more about the game. Hey, Super. Yeah, it's spooky. Bloodborne spooky. I think Dark Souls 3 might be a little bit better, but I haven't watched any of those boss fights, so I'm not sure. But the way the music is composed, like Bloodborne is definitely more of the what they call gothic horror, and Dark Souls 3 is kind of a more orchestral, classical, baroque, like that kind of genre of music. And that kind of also is a parallel to the game, right? And the story. So yeah, I don't know. Yes, yeah. Coulter's got it. Dark Souls is more low fantasy. Oh, after the beast it transitions to aliens. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, my friend Alex wants to multiplayer this game. Oh god. And we technically can, can't we? Is it just local co-op, or can you just well, I'm assuming it's not just local. But I do know that you can summon like NPCs to help you fight the boss. I don't know if that's in all Souls like FromSoft games or if it's just Bloodborne or what, but if I were to play this alone, I would be summoning every NPC I could. Let's be honest. All right, cool. So I don't remember if I actually finished watching this. Well, we saw her heal already. Let me get to... I know it did say prey slaughtered, but let's see if there's anything after that. Oh, can I get rid of these? How do I get rid of these? Oh, nope. I thought there was a way to disable those. Maybe not. But he looks like he's going towards the... Oh, okay. I don't know. Wasn't sure if he'd show the picking up the pendant and whatnot, but... The marketing for this game was genius. They made it look like you only fight beasts and hairy things, but halfway through the game it turns to cosmic horror. Yeah, because we got the living failures, we've got ebrietas, right? We've got... Who else that's like cosmic? I guess, Orphan? Is the Orphan of Kos considered? Aren't they considered like a cosmic, like the one reborn? I don't. I'm trying to remember everything that you guys had mentioned. It's a lot. There's a lot of lore in this game. Oh, summoning increases the boss's HP though. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. So yeah, I'm curious. Oh, okay, so servers are still up then, so you could still do online. Huh. I mean, I guess we could, Alex. I'd have to get the game, but... Oh, God. I could record it, but... Miyazaki's favorite boss fight is Dark Beast Pearl. That's for Bloodborne? Parl? Did I say Pearl? Parl. Papa G. I mean, yeah, the monster phase was really good. Yeah, Kos was a great one. PSN account for online and PS4, PS5. I do have a PS5, so it could. Nikora, in order the player encounters the cleric beast, which is possibly Lawrence's real body. Then after a long time, they encounter Vicar Amelia praying at his skull, possibly after taking it from the corpse you leave behind. Then in the DLC, they encounter Laurence the First Vicar, in the Hunter's Nightmare who is desperate to get back to Skull. So I think this Cleric Beast theme really is Lawrence's theme, and then Laurence the First Vicar is the nightmare version of his theme, possibly. Okay, so you face Vicar Amelia in the base game, and then Laurence you face in the DLC. Is that correct? Because then that would make a lot more sense. Ooh, there's another Cleric Beast boss theme that wasn't used. Oh man, it really makes you wonder how many tracks of music that people have composed for games that never actually see the light of day. You know what I mean? Doesn't that like make you curious? Oh, Bloodborne's on PS Plus for free? You face his normal version in the base game. Ah. Okay, yeah, DLC is going back in time. That makes sense. DLC lets you fight characters from the past, in a sense. Okay. Yeah, no, okay, gotcha. Wow, man, there's just so much to this. Okay, real quick, do you think I should do Lady Maria next, or should I do Gehrman next? Because I could swap the two around, but I don't really care either way. But if you feel like there's one that would be better to do before the other, just let me know. Right now we've got Lady Maria up, but I can easily do Gehrman instead if you guys want to see that one next. The Cleric Beast is the same model as Laurence the First Vicar and is one of the first bosses you can encounter even before Papa G, says Nikora on Twitch. Okay. Vector, that's okay. Yeah. There's a lot that goes into this lore, which again, I'm just really impressed with. Maria. All right, people are saying Maria. Maria and do the cutscene. Yeah, let me make sure that there's a cutscene in this. I know she says the dead should be well kept alone or something like that. I don't know if she... Oh, yes. Yeah, there's a cutscene. Okay, cool. We got it. Lady Maria and Orphan are DLC bosses where Gehrman is the base game. Yeah, Gehrman is the last boss you fight in the base game from what you guys have mentioned. And yeah, because he's, well, either you kill him or he kills you, and that determines who wakes up from the nightmare, right? So yeah, this one has a cutscene, so it should be good. Cool. All right, let's do Maria. Let me lower the volume a little bit. So Maria's backstory, she kind of was protecting the people in the nightmare, and she was part of the hunt that killed the orphan, I believe, and then she probably had a lot of guilt over that, and that's why she was protecting the orphan, like the body in the nightmare, right? Something like that. Yeah, let's watch. Yeah, a corpse should be left well alone. Yeah, there we go. You have it as a tattoo? Oh, that's really cool. Lenore, that's really cool. All right, here we go. Oh, well, the doll, that makes sense because Gehrman had some sort of asphyxiation, and yeah, so he was very obsessed with her unhealthily. I thought they were in love, but I think it was one-sided. She was his apprentice, so... Got that clock tower chiming. Oh, okay, so there's a secret boss fight, Moon Presence, after. I'm gonna lower this a little bit more. Sorry, my ADHD's going crazy right now. Might be considered part of the same fight depending on how you look at it. Okay, gotcha. Important to understand that people in the nightmare are more like spirits. Yeah, true. All right, let's try to touch her, because that's always a good idea. I just love that she's just sitting like that, though. She's just chilling.
A corpse should be left well alone.
We're like referring to you, or we're referring to the corpse you were protecting, right?
Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest death will kill you now.
So
Wild
vague. So
curiosity.
Some dual wielding. Let's go. Wait, what? She can teleport? Dude, that's sick. Alright, real quick. I'm now realizing, like, the cello and the violin, right? They're kind of having a duet. And someone, I think in the comments, mentioned that they like to think of it as the cello is the hunter and the violin is Lady Maria. And you've got, like, this dance happening, right? This duel. And that's why we've got these two different instruments kind of playing at the same time and melding together pretty seamlessly. Okay, whoa. All right, I just realized that's quite a reach that she has. And yeah, she's tapping into the blood arts. That little tornado jump, I don't even know, that spinny thing she did, that was so sick. Yeah, that. So cool. So this part actually kind of reminds me of the Cosmos, right? Living Failures and Ebrietas, because I did react to it, but you haven't seen it yet. This part is very reminiscent of that music. And it probably makes sense because she's protecting a cosmic great one, right? This being that's like superior and above everyone else, right? So maybe they did that, you know, because she has that connection. we're not ready for Gehrman just yet. Wow. That is such a cool fight. And she's one of the few that you actually face as like in a human form completely. Her entire boss fight. Like Papa G, he starts out as, you know, a human, and then phase 2 he turns into like a werewolf beast type thing. The other boss fights, they've already turned into beasts. Yeah, Lady Maria, she didn't really condone the whole blood thing. Did she ever drink the blood? Or Living Failures literally takes place in the room before this one. Okay, that makes sense. Man, these comments are so good. One of your favorite characters in the story, says Nikora. Feels like it would be long form video essay to delve into all her lore. Yeah, probably. Important progression. We see her go from fighting you with her hunter arts she learned from Gehrman. Then at about 66%, she begins to use the blood arts of her family from Canehurst, basically Dracula coded. And then under 30% or so, she brings out Blood Flame, a combat art we have never seen. Despite her involvement in the horrors of the hunt, she's about as close to a moral character as we can get. Okay. Maria was the one who cares for the experimental people who later turned into be those who got, the living failures. And you can see some before heading to her and some calling her name for help. Vampire adjacent stuff with her. Okay. She has a special attack grab that changes if you're a male or female? Oh. Mikolash stays as a human, but we do not talk about Mikolash. We do not like him. I think someone wanted me to react to the music, at least, even though the boss fight might not be very popular. I think the music might still be pretty good, maybe? And yeah, she was a hunter. I mean, a lot of these were hunters. Gehrman is a hunter. Lady Maria is a hunter because she was Gehrman's apprentice. There's a lot of hunters. Papa G, Gascoigne, was a hunter. She did partake. She was aware of getting pretty brutal experience happening to people. Has special blood. Yeah, people are saying that she might have, done that. Because of the guilt from desecrating the Holy One, the Great One's body, the orphan or whatever. She's related to the Vile Blood Queen? Mikolash's piano goes hard. Majestic OST. The fight is funny. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to check and see if I have that on my playlist or not. But maybe just not the boss fight. Before we do Gehrman, I could do Gehrman next, but are there other boss fights that you want me to check out that I've reacted to? Excuse me, which I'd have to remember what I even reacted to. I could do the Orphan, because I did react to that. I could also do Living Failures, because I reacted to that music as well. What else have I reacted to? Gosh. Okay. Optional point. That's what caused Gehrman to go mad and make a pact with the moon presence. Kos is the Great One. She was protecting Orphan of Kos is the orphan you fight. Oh, okay. Blood-Starved Beast on my playlist. I believe I have that one. I don't think I've listened to it yet. Let's go to all my playlists, shall we? Because this is my life now. Just playlists over playlists on top of playlists on top of playlists. Let's see here. I think it might be... I should just make a Bloodborne. So these are the ones I have not done from Bloodborne. So Mikolash, the One Reborn, Terror, Moon Presence, Soothing Hymn, Amygdala. Blood-Starved Beast? I thought I had that on here. Let me add it. Save to playlist. And just gonna be for that one. Because I'm just double checking. Yeah, I don't see it on any of my other playlists here, so we'll do that. Yeah, I don't want to do boss fight reactions until I've listened to the track standalone, because it's kind of nice and intriguing to guess what's happening in the boss or based on, you know, the character just by listening to the music. It's really cool to have my hypotheses and make guesses as to what could be happening and then seeing if I'm right afterwards. Moon Presence is on there though, so I will eventually at some point, maybe soon, go through the list and listen to the standalone tracks, including Moon Presence. Amygdala, I definitely want to do as well. Quick ones I haven't reacted to, Dark Beast Parl or Moon Presence. You want me to just do... who asked that? Mastro, do you want me to do the actual boss fight reaction or do you want me to do standalone music reaction? Wet Nurse Boss. That's Lullaby for Margot track plays for that, right? Wet Nurse, Margot's Wet Nurse. Okay, all right, so let's do Wet Nurse. Do you think, let me see if Lame has a video for that. I don't think I see one. So, I could do Boss Fight Database. I can do Shirako. Those are probably, this one says it's in 4K, which I'm always inclined to click on, but this one has a lot more views. And it looks like it starts with a cutscene. Let me make sure this has a cutscene too, which it probably does. Oh God. I'm just double checking to make sure. Yeah, I see a cutscene in this one as well. Okay. Oh, which one? Soothing him is not soothing. The da syllable is the prominently pronounced one. Okay, yeah, I mean, I did listen to Lullaby for Margot, so I could watch this boss fight. I think I'll go... Yeah, I saw the queen. Oh, that's shoot. What's her name? It's Queen of Yarnam, isn't she? Yarnam? Let's just do this one, I guess. I'm always... Oh, I don't want to full screen you. No. Always prefer if it says 4K because the quality is just better, especially if I turn these into VODs and like standalone videos later on. Actually, because we're doing standalone videos, should I make it a bit bigger? Would that be better? So you guys can see it? I just have to... Oh, my hip cracked. I just have to make sure I am away from the computer a little bit more. Has the whole approach. Sweet. Okay, let's just go from the beginning. And I'll scoot back a little. That's loud. Oh, is she crying? Why is all this stuff so loud? Can I just say, the blood around her belly, I need to know more. Like, she looks like she was pregnant. Did they kill? Is she the one? Oh, I'm like so confused. Was she the one with the orphan? Like, is she? Oh, who's Kos? Okay, we're just gonna watch. I don't really know the lore But her boss fight is probably, her music was not fun at all. So her boss fights must be pretty bad. Mohammed, yeah, no, I like to listen to the music first, and then I react to the actual boss fight. But people who've played the game, I have no idea. Gehrman is named after her family. Oh. Okay, so she's Marigo's mother. They took the baby. Undying eldritch being herself after having Aidan's child. She's Marigo's mother. Oh boy, that's a lot. Alright, here we go. Oh, you hear it. You hear the baby crying? Okay, sorry, real quick. On Twitch, Nikora says that she was impregnated by a great one, most likely the formless Aidan. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Whose ruins we find in the game, and they took her child by way of C-section, or in a nightmare caused by the birth of Marigo. Okay, because yeah, Marigo's a great one, and then Marigo is, oh god, okay. Okay, come on. You can go. Oh, that sound design. Oh. Sorry, the footsteps, the sound design, because they're walking on all of the corpses. Oh my, that is sickening. Really good sound design, because that's making me very uncomfortable to hear the cracks of the bones and the, okay. Really trying to slice and dice you, huh? Yeah, what's very interesting is that I don't know the settings that Shirako set for the sound and music and stuff like that, but if that's about what the volume balancing is, it's very interesting because this is one of the few where you're not really hearing the music throughout the entire thing. And it's a lullaby, so you're hearing the music box and you're hearing the baby crying, I guess depending on your insight. And you might be hearing a little bit of that string action later on, which I was hearing in the original standalone track. But you're pretty much just hearing the footsteps, which again is probably intentional. You really hear those bones cracking underneath your feet with every step you take in the center of the arena. And yeah, you're hearing just all of the movement that she's making. Wow, this is brilliantly done. Why is it loading? Okay. umbilical cord. So after you defeat the wet nurse, do you return to the real world? Because it said you could return to the hunter's dream. Like you could return to the nightmare? Or I guess maybe it's not a nightmare anymore because you've slain the nightmare? She's still there. Oh, nope. Huh. Interesting. That's very interesting. Let me go back to my playlists. Let me just do this and then do it that way. Okay, back to the comments. All right. Wet nurse is so boring to fight. Stand behind her and you're good. He killed her before she did the second phase. Aw, that's unfortunate. Let's, I cannot type. Oh my gosh. Let's try the top one then. Let's see if we can get the second phase in the top one. I'll just skip around a little. Is that the second phase? Because, like, it turned dark, so... Let's try that. Oh, God. That sound design. I guess one good thing about this is that I shouldn't have to worry too much about copyright because you can barely hear the music. Oh, stop. Just get out of there. Thank you. Oh, they're all over the so be me if I'm trying to face her. I'm just get annihilated and just heal, and then there it goes again. There goes my health. That's so mean. Weapon broken. Look at all the blood on the character. And you do a little victory pose. Nice. Wow. Okay, so that little area, like, let me see if I can find it. Where it got all dark, is that supposed to be like her second phase, technically? Keep going. That was kind of towards the beginning. This. Was that her second phase, or? I don't know. Okay, lots of comments. I'm very curious why she has some, like, it looks like she had a lot of jewelry. Curious as to why that is. And let me scroll up a little bit, because you guys are commenting a lot. So let me make sure that I don't miss anything. I hate that this is... There, that's a little bit better. Did I see the orphan fight yet? No. I did listen to the music, so I could watch that fight. Only Bloodborne today, or also Dark Souls 3? I was thinking just Bloodborne today. I want to do some offline Dark Souls 3 boss fight reactions, and then I could do another stream and we can go through some of the other boss fights that I haven't gone through. I haven't reacted to any Dark Souls 3 boss fights yet, but I want to do like maybe 1 or 2 offline and post it, and then we can do another stream maybe. Yeah, the weapon broke, right? I'm like, oh no. When you watch the orphan fight, you should look up an art of Mother Kos. It's supposed to be like Cosm, right? Or is it Kos? Specifically the one by Asheldur, just so you have an idea of what she really looked like. Okay. DS3 still has the best boss battles. Okay, so the one I think that I'm most excited to watch, well, there's probably 2. I'm definitely excited to watch Soul of Cinder and Lord of Cinder. But that's Dark Souls 1 and then Dark Souls 3, so I'll watch those. But I'm also very excited to watch the Twin Princes boss battle, because that seems really cool. What I've gleaned from what you guys said is that one of them is mute, and then the other one is crippled, right? Because then the other one's like on the other guy's back in the maybe the second phase, or I forget. Again, I haven't watched it, but I've seen a picture of the twins. So, yeah, I'm really excited to watch that one for sure. When it goes all dark, she starts teleporting in for attacks somewhat rapidly. Oh, 2 copies of her? Ugh, no thanks. Orphan? Okay, I could do Orphan next. Orphan and then Gehrman. And then maybe we can call it after that. Because I do want to see if I can finish editing the Dark Souls 3 Part 3 reaction today. That'd be really cool to get that done. Sounded like Migalash when you asked about Kos or Cosm. It's a famous line. Oh, okay. Well, some people are mentioning that you pronounce it like Cosm or something like that, so... Yeah, Kos, or some say Cosm. Grant us eyes. Mute and crippled, yeah. Yeah, Lothric and the Lorien. Both princes are disabled, but one's much worse. Nameless King, that's, I haven't reacted to the music to that one yet, but I think that's on the list. Let me let me just go to my playlists because I want to make sure that I didn't say that it's on the list and it's actually not, because maybe I forgot, but okay, so Slave Knight, Gale, Epilogue, Gwyn, Yorm, Champions, Grave Tender. So that's funny. This is the official release of the track from Yuka Kitamura, and it has this typo in it. It says Graver Tender, not Grave Tender, but it actually is supposed to be Grave Tender. I find that kind of funny. Dancer, the Boreal Valley, Iodex, Gundyr, Osiris, Nameless King is on here, yeah. I also have the Demon Prince and Firelink Shrine. So I've got a lot of them. So this is the big debate on which one I should react to last. So these will all move down on the playlist, but a lot of people I think are saying Gale. They'd rather I react to Gale last. So I might do, I don't know. I might do Gale after Epilogue. I don't know, but that's the epilogue. You know what I mean? Why is it being like that? I feel like the epilogue should be last, but you guys are saying that I should do Gale last. So I don't know. I'm trying to just move these down here. Why are you not? Come on. I was thinking for 1 week, whenever I finish Dark Souls 3 and I have Epilogue and Slave Knight, I might just post twice that week so that it feels, like an actual ending. So I'll do whichever one, first, but they'll both be posted at the same week. I think that might be the best way to do it. Yeah, everyone's saying Gale should be last. Epilogue should be last, says 111. Yeah, that. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm sorry. Gale is an epilogue. So yeah, Dark Souls 1, I will do Dark Souls 1 requests. The only reason why I have Gwyn here is because I want to do a dedicated video with Lord of Cinder and Soul of Cinder, because there's supposed to be a lot of parallels and probably using the same melody for both of them. I want to be able to watch the boss fights and listen to the tracks and kind of maybe do a more in-depth analysis maybe of the two tracks. I'm not sure yet, but that's why this is the only Dark Souls 1 track I have in there, is because it's gonna be for a dedicated video for Gwyn and for Soul of Cinder. Gale sounds like the perfect closure for the trilogy. Have to do Gwyn before Soul of Cinder. Yeah, that's why I've got Gwyn above it. Gale is the epilogue to the epilogue. All right. Okay. Well, in an upcoming video, I will ask again. Excuse me. I will ask again which one I should do first. Or sorry, which one I should do last. But I think we kind of already know. I did do a poll already too, so we'll do Gale. But I'll do epilogue and then Gale right after. I think that'll hopefully be okay for you guys. For the majority. If it's both released in the same week, I think it'll be okay, but Nier Automata, yeah, I do know some. I was planning on covering some tracks from Automata. So Automata or Automata, I don't remember. But I do know some tracks. Really beautiful OST. I'm sure there's some that I actually haven't listened to yet, but I feel like I've listened to a good chunk of them. They have a dynamic music, so they have different tiers where they layered on more stuff depending on what happens in the game, right? You have a quiet version and you have the vocal version, and there's a bunch of other rain, I think, and I'm trying to remember what else, but there's a bunch of different versions of the track and different layers that they add to it depending on I guess where you are in the game. Oh boy. All right, so what am I doing before Gehrman? I'm doing Kos, right? Orphan of Kos. Let me actually... Orphan of Kos fight. Ooh, scary. Okay, so this is what I'm saying about trying to find good boss fights to react to. Like sometimes, like we didn't even see the second phase for that wet nurse for the video I chose. And then, was it Papa G? Yeah, I think it was Papa G where that boss fight was a new game plus because he already had Ludwig's sword. I had no idea. And so that's why the fight went so quickly, and I think I missed some of the like transitions and things like that in the music because it was a new game plus fight and I didn't know. So it's like sometimes it's really hard to decide what video I should be reacting to because sometimes you miss things, right? If they go and beat the boss too fast or gosh. So I'm trying my best, so I apologize. Here we go again. So another boss fight database. Maybe I'll just do this one because Shirako might... Well, his video's longer. Where is this? This starts in the cutscene. Maybe I'll just... Okay, we'll start with this one. And if we miss something, I'll do the other one. How about that? Just let me know if it doesn't show certain things and we can see if the other video has it. Nier Replicant, yeah. I've done covers from Nier Replicant. I've done Song of the Ancients, Devola, and I've done Kaine, Salvation. Those are the two Nier tracks that I've already covered, so I do know those. But there's definitely some other tracks from Replicant that I like a lot. So that'd be a good one too. Anything Nier, beautiful. Emmy Evans, who did the singing for Nier Automata. I'm not sure if she did singing for the other ones as well, the older games, but her chaos language is beautiful. And yeah, there's just so much about Nier that I really like, and I should probably play the game, honestly. My husband's played Automata, but I haven't played any of them. Yeah, Argyle, if anyone would be willing to do that, that would be amazing. Again, I do have someone who has recorded his own boss fights for Elden Ring, so eventually I'll probably use most of that person. And there's some that they weren't able to actually record, so they said, oh, just use Lame's video, like the music turned up for this boss will be good, so I, add that to the playlist, such and such. So Elden Ring should mostly be covered. But yeah, Dark Souls 3, I'm gonna need help, and if there's any other Bloodborne bosses that we want to have me react to, I'll probably need some help. I mean, it's not the worst thing if I find and just react to something that might be missing a transition or, whatnot, but it would be nice to have someone kind of just tell me, this video is really good, make sure you react to that one, kind of thing. Yeah, everyone uses Ludwig's. Yeah, it looks beautiful, that sword. The way they designed the sword, it glows, that beautiful turquoise teal color, and apparently it, talks too, I think, or something? I thought I read something about that, but, Yell, Orphan, yell! Yeah, the Holy Blade is super cool. Ikura, I am not, neglecting you. I am reading the best I can. But Nikura is basically talking about the wet nurse, women who'd be lactating, brought in to feed a wealthy woman's child so she wouldn't have to, or maybe be a surrogate type of thing. But now that I'm reading this, Nikora, I feel like the wet nurse did kind of look like she had a bump too, even though she was this weird beast with scythes and stuff. I felt like there was a little bit of a bump in the belly area, so maybe... I don't know. Maybe there is something to that. Because you could, if you're, as a woman, if you're able to supply enough, right, milk, maybe it's too much for the baby, you want to save it, but maybe if you're able to supply enough, you can give it to someone else and, feed them if they can't breastfeed for whatever reason. So it's possible that the wet nurse was pregnant and had a kid too, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, YouTube chat is usually crazy, says Nikora. Yeah, you're right. I'm struggling to keep up with everything, but it's a really really cool change from what I'm used to, honestly. And I haven't streamed in forever, so man was high on that good blood. Yeah. Ludwig was just hallucinating. Oh, okay. Do I know any of the Latin languages? Not really. I don't really know Latin, but I did take Spanish in school, so that probably helps if I were to try to read Latin. And knowing a lot of the root words would also help in reading Latin, anything that is Latin based. So yeah, I took Spanish in middle school and high school, and then I self-taught. I'm self-taught in Korean, and then I went to Korea and lived there for 2 years and taught English, and so that helped me build my Korean language more. And that's why I also am really impressed with Stellar Blade, because it's from a Korean company, and it's just really cool to see a Korean entry into the game scene, because I feel like it's been a while since we've had a game like that from a Korean developer. And my husband is he's Korean American, so it's kind of cool that I can speak a little bit of Korean. But Spanish was first. I learned Spanish first. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're gonna do Gehrman after Orphan, and then I think I'll call it for today. And unfortunately, I have to work again starting next week, but I'll try to do another live stream when I have time. It's probably gonna have to be on the weekend, which might work out well for most people. But we'll see. I'll try to do a schedule and do a post and let you guys know when I'll be able to stream again. But I'm off this week, and I was off the last couple of weeks, so felt like today was a good day to just kind of get a stream out and have some fun with it. So I'm gonna switch this back to the bigger one. Okay, there we go. Let's do that. Yeah, I did watch a video of the lyrics of Laurence. Someone is a Latinist and was able to kind of translate it, and also got the music producer of Bloodborne, like the producer shared the transcript, I believe, in translation with the YouTuber, so that's kind of cool. Dang. Ludwig's Holy Blade combines with its scabbard to form a greatsword. Ludwig's Holy Moonlight forms a blade made out of the cosmos to smack monsters with. Yeah, I heard something about it being like cosmic, like the sword or something like that. Okay, I'm like talking a lot, so I need water. We'll see if this volume is okay. Alright, Orphan of Kos, here we go. Wow. Oh. God. Good sound design. Is that supposed to be the placenta? What is that? Am I seeing the umbilical cord? Happy birthday, Orphan! He's being born here. Oh, that is so wrong on so many levels. Okay. It's like reminds me of What's that game that has like a baby strapped to a man's like belly? Do you know what I'm talking about? What game is that? There was like, I think, a sequel of it released sort of recently or something. What am I thinking of? It's a Hideo Kojima game. I forget who... What game am I thinking of? I think you know what I mean, though. I will probably see it in chat in a minute. Bloodborne has tons of pregnancy-related imagery. Death Stranding, yeah, thank you, Dr. Clef. That's it. That I haven't played that game, but even just watching this trailer, I'm like, what is this? This is some barbaric, like, I don't know. Just have a baby strapped to your, like, in a little cell thing strapped to your stomach, and I don't know. That's some very outside thinking, if you will, for lack of you know, me swearing. I don't want to swear on stream, so. Ew. Placenta is sharp. Art direction and writing makes up for the gameplay. Okay. Okay, crying. More crying. You know what I love? It's literally like a skeleton, yet you're still seeing all the blood. But maybe it's because of the blood arts. Okay. Excuse me. So Ella's Real says that his placenta gets caught in the hook with which the fishing village fished up Kos, and that's why it's sharp. That makes a lot of sense. Saw a theory that there's a fish hook stuck inside Kos, and that's the sharp part that he whacks you with. Hardest boss in the game. Still think Laurence is harder than Orphan, despite what most people say. Oh, Angaku! We got a raid on Twitch. Ken, thank you so much for the raid. I hope your stream went well. I'd love to know what you're streaming. And sorry if I saw that a bit late. I don't know when that raid happened. I was very engrossed in this boss fight. Hey! Oh, Bloodborne, man. I don't know. I really don't know if I have it in me to actually play the game and face these bosses. The sound design is really well done, though, in this as well. Even that cinematic, like, oh, it was very horrifying, but it's well done. I will admit. Echoes of Wisdom. Okay, I still need to play that game, and I need to listen to the music too. Got to a big part of the game. Cool. Good to hear. I'm glad that the stream went well. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. We're basically just going through Bloodborne boss fights, because apparently that's what people want to see me do. Never played the games. How is it for me? Yeah, I haven't played them either. I'm literally I've been reacting to the music, the OST, and then people have been telling me to better understand the music, I should watch the boss fights. And so I've just been doing that, kind of just posting videos standalone of me reacting to a boss fight, but I figured it'd be good to do a stream and just knock out a bunch of them. And it's good discussion, and I'm learning a lot about the lore and, you know, about the characters and things like that. So it's been really nice. I mean, I would say you should play it, but I also have never played it personally, so I just know that people really like the series of Bloodborne and the Dark Souls series and Elden Ring and things like that. So I think just based on what I've learned from the game, I think it's worth playing for sure. If you're better about seeing blood and gore and stuff like that than I am, then you should be fine. I love that. Whoa. Okay, I admit that's kind of cool. It's almost like it's on a yo-yo. It's a lot of blood. Okay, his screams got a little deeper. Whoa. Are those supposed to be wings? What? Did you summon lightning? Oh yeah, that music. So you guys are saying that the lightning is his mom actually assisting him from his mother's corpse? Wow. The sac babies are held inside the womb? Orphan is a grown-ass man. Yeah, he's attacking the player in the first place out of confusion because he was literally just born. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, how he doesn't know. He's probably just very confused. Look! What you doing? Oh, we gotta heal now. There we go. I see what you mean, though. He stabs his leg with it. Oh, man. The violin stabs. Oh man. That is so cool though. Okay, so I am realizing where this takes place is like on the beach, technically, right? There's water. I think I saw some very like decrepit like sails possibly of a boat. Several boats. Show it. Turn around. Other way. And that's like where he... Is that where they desecrated his body? Kos? Or her body? Kos? Yeah. But yeah, I'm seeing some like sails and parts of the boats here. And there's the water. It's so dark and dismal that it's even hard to see that that's water, you know? Kos parasite. Oh man. Oh, is that Kos right there? Oh. Yeah, that has to be right. That's where he was born. What the actual... Wow, okay. Interesting. Let's flip it back to that. There we go. I don't think you can. Yeah, no problem if you have to head out. No problem at all. Nikora on Twitch says the only sadness is that the difficulty wall prevents a lot of people from experiencing the amazing world building in FromSoftware games. Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing that's kind of inhibiting me from like actually playing it. But if I know that I can co-op with someone, that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. Like I'm more open to playing it knowing that I can have someone help me, because I'm just gonna be screaming and crying and making all these faces while I'm actually fighting the boss. I know it for sure, which could be entertaining, I guess, for a live stream, but I don't know. I definitely agree with you though. Ships, yeah, and the fishing hamlet. Yeah, that's what it was, the hamlet, right? The end cinematic? Okay. I could do that. I'll just do this one. I like that the username itself is Cosm. Why it's so loud.
Ah, sweet child of Kos, returned to the ocean. A bottomless curse, a bottomless sea, accepting of all that there is and can be.
Okay. Interesting. So that's the second time that you see the Nightmare Slain text, right? Because the first time was after beating the wet nurse. And those are the only 2 times that you see that? Is that correct? Plenty of options to make the difficulty almost non-existent, though. It's just a stupid stigma around the games. Yeah, I mean, when I reacted to, was it Ludwig? And he had someone helping. He summoned an NPC, and people are like, "Oh, too bad you chose a video of someone who's a noob, who's a scrub." I was like, you know, if it were me, I probably would have summoned an NPC too. Okay, don't be hating. Like, Okay, let's see what else we got here. Elden Ring uses the seamless co-op mod before you dive into other FromSoft games. The easiest entry point. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Souls games require good builds and leveling. Yeah. Okay. Blood-starved beast fight. I haven't listened to the track. Jehan? John? Is it John? It's probably John. Sorry. I haven't listened to the standalone track, so I did add that to the list. Once I do that, then I'll watch the boss fight too. The sky clears up. Yeah. Challenging game, but it's far more rewarding. It's hard in a way that isn't impossible. Gotcha. Yeah, it seems like it should be doable. Whereas Stellar Blade, I mean, my husband was playing Stellar Blade, and he died a lot to some of the bosses. I felt so bad. He was like cursing. I'm like, babe, it's okay. You could lower the difficulty if you want. He's like, no, I must do this. 3 bosses? Ah, okay. Moon presence as well. I see. Okay, no, it's good to know. I could still beat the game with good builds. 3 planes of existence. Nightmare, dreams, and then the real world. I see, okay. See, for some reason I thought the hunter's dream and the nightmare was the same thing. Don't know why I thought that. Elden Ring, you think I'd love playing it? Okay. Okay, so Moon Presence, I also have not listened to the track standalone, so I'd like to wait on that, yes, until I listen to just the track, the official track, and then I can do the boss fight and react to that. The Discord? Yes, hold on. I have to find the... Let me see if... Is Nightbot in my... Yes. Let me copy link and send it in there. I don't think I have Nightbot in my YouTube chat, but Nightbot's on my Twitch chat. So that's the Discord link if anyone wants to join. Feel free. I will give you guys the babe role. That's what I called my community, the babes, before I did my reaction stuff. Just like a battalion. Babe battalion is what it was called. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. Might need to rework that, workshop it with you guys. But I'll give you the babe role, and then you'll be able to get access to different channels and set your own roles and things like that. But... yeah, it'd be nice to have more people join the Discord, for sure, if you're interested. Okay. Hunter's Dream was created by Moon Presence. Hunter's Nightmare by Kos. Okay. I'll try to remember that. Game isn't actively trying to ruin you. Yeah, okay. Ninja Gaiden is cruel? Yeah, I think my husband could probably attest to that. I think he might have played it. Well, because, okay, so random. I bought Hades and tried to play that game, and that kind of game I realized I don't like at all. Like, you don't know anything about the boss, so you die, and then you learn, and then you get a little bit further, and then you die, and then you learn, and then you have to go, like, right from the beginning all the way a little bit further, and you die. And it gets easier because they give you perks, right? They lower the amount of damage you take to your health every time you die. But Hades is like, that's the kind of game I don't know if I have the patience for it. I haven't beaten it because I keep dying, and I'm just at the point where if you have to go all the way from the start every single time, it's just really tedious. So... yeah, come on in. We don't bite much. Ella's Real has a quick question about getting back in shape when it comes to playing violin. I would say going back to the basics, Elle. That's probably the best way. So doing your scales, doing some shift practice, doing, slow vibrato practice. I'm not sure what level you were at before you stopped, but doing some scale work, maybe doing some etudes, sight reading. There's a lot of exercises that you can find online that might help with just trying to slowly get back into it. But I'd like to think that even if you were away from it for a long time, you should still kind of remember the foundation, just because it's all muscle memory. So once you get a feel for it and you start practicing again, I feel like it might just come back to you pretty easily and quickly, because you should hopefully have had a good amount of time when you were practicing to build that muscle memory. Sending a picture of Brother Kos in the Discord, so help me God. Wait. I need to go into my own server here. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna wave to everyone in the Discord real quick. Just click the button to wave. Gaming. Oh, wow. That's a pretty picture. But yeah, you're right. It's kind of like a whale thing with a head. Again, the design for these characters and bosses is so well done. Like, very creative. I've seen some bosses in RPGs where I'm like, that's literally a rabbit, or that's literally, like a dog, a wolf, or, so I feel like it's kind of hard to design bosses that look unique, but they still obviously take inspiration from real life animals. Yeah, she looks very different when she's in water, for sure. Interesting. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm waving to everyone in Discord. Okay. All right, I gotta minimize Discord again. Actually, you know what? I'll keep it up there. I'll sort of see it. I need more real estate on my desktop, honestly. I only have 2 monitors, and that's not enough. Okay. All right, we're gonna go to Gehrman, and then I think we'll call it. Oh wow, it's gonna be like 2 o'clock by the time I finish this. Music turned up, and I just want to make sure it's at auto 720, so should be okay. After Gehrman, we will call it for today, and I will try my best to kind of take snippets of this, like each boss reaction fight, and see if maybe I can make it a standalone video. Yeah, it might not be too much editing in those, but we'll see. I had an editor for the first, for 2 of the 4 Bloodborne videos, and then he got hired on full-time by someone else. So I've just been editing everything myself since. So that's why it's probably not as dynamic and interesting for the edits, but I'm trying my best, and it seems like it might not matter as much as I thought. So just letting you guys know, I am doing what I can with the edits, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have some standalone videos for these boss fight reactions, so I might do that. Okay, real quick before I start. Hunter's Dream, you can upgrade weapons, spend time with the doll, go shopping. Hunter's Nightmare is the realm with the Orphan of Kos recreated to punish people who slaughtered or butchered his mother for their own purposes. Okay, gotcha. What do you mean? Kos looks exactly like my cat? Archive the VOD? Yes, I should. Do you mean save it? I think it saves and is public after I finish streaming. It should, but worst case, I should have it on Twitch, the VOD, and then I will probably download it so that I have offline access to it as well. But yeah, I'll make sure. I'm almost positive that it should be on my channel after the stream is over, on both Twitch and YouTube. Should. So you cannot skip the moon. Oh gosh. Okay, Muhammad, thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a good night. It's in sequence after Gehrman post-fight. Dr. Clef. All right. I haven't listened to Moon Presence alone, but I guess I'll do it for you guys. If you really think that I should, I'll do it. Just keep it public. Yeah, it should be public. All right, let's do Gehrman, and then we'll do Moon Presence, and then that'll be it, okay? I'll find a Moon Presence boss fight after. If someone wants to find one and link it, that would help me, save me a little bit of time. Okay, let's do bigger video again. Hey, like I said, you know, your wish is my command, so if enough people beg for it, I'll do it. Alright, Gehrman. I can probably raise the volume a little bit. Oh, poor old soul.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream. Dear, oh dear, what was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Poor Gehrman. Just pausing to appreciate how they did this. Who's on higher ground? Right? You're looking up to Gehrman, right? He's been your guide this whole game, correct? So once again, you are looking up to him. He is supposed to be your savior, but you refused. But I love that they actually did it like this. I just love that. Just thought I'd point it out. I love those little cinematic things that are like Easter eggs.
It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
Oh boy.
Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
He says that? Or was that the narrator? No, it was Gehrman, right? Did he just refer to himself in third person? That is him, right? That just said that. Oh, this music. Why is the building on fire behind them? Also, I love that this isn't a field of flowers. Like, is that... I can't tell, but they look like they're lilies? And if so, that is also a beautiful parallel because lilies in at least Korean, maybe Asian culture, lilies signify death. And white signifies death too, actually, now that I think about it, in Asian culture. That's why back then they didn't wear white to weddings. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure white and lilies signify death. Gehrman, he has a scythe. He's literally like the Reaper. Yeah, no, you guys, wow. I was imagining something very different when I heard this track for the first time, because I had no idea that you would face Gehrman. I had no idea that most of these tracks were boss battles at the time, because I reacted to Gehrman for my first, for the very first video. And I was just imagining like his past, right? Because he's supposed to be the first hunter. So I was kind of imagining like what he could have been going through, and yeah, why he was called the first hunter and things like that, right? I kept talking about how it felt like there was something very tragic about him. There's a lot of pain and suffering, I feel like, in this track, and it really hits when you see the boss fight with it. You know, like you guys said, like you're fighting each other to save each other. Most of you, like, the reason you refuse is because you don't want him to be in this nightmare anymore. He's done enough, right? He's suffered enough. Who knows how long he's been in this nightmare. And you're trying to save him from that, but he's trying to do the same to you. He's trying to show you mercy and wake you up so that you don't have to stay in here for all eternity. Oh, man. And just the lilies. I mean, again, I'm pretty sure those are lilies, and they're white, so it's like a double meaning of death. And you're just fighting to kill each other, to save each other in a field of lilies, field of death. Like, that's so symbolic and just so beautiful, hauntingly beautiful. Right there, it looped, but right there it's supposed to be da, and that's supposed to be the last note that you hear. but it just looped. Yeah, you're right, because at the very end, you're just hearing the cello making its final plea, basically, right? He's gonna be tough to beat, right? He really wants to kill you so he can save you. Oh no, you're right. Argyle, you're right. Those are all graves, aren't they? I didn't even... To resolve to the end because I know what the ending sounds like. Oh man, that's like making me tear up a little bit. All the graves of the former hunters. Are those all the hunters that he had to kill to wake up? Oh, man. Gehrman, you poor soul. QB, yeah, no, thank you for stopping in and hanging out. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can do more live streams, you know, in the near future. But yeah, thank you. When Gehrman kills you, he says the following: you must accept your death, whispering, be freed from the night. Well, didn't even show after that. Okay. Is there anything after after Gehrman, like, that I missed after beating him? Let's see. The graves are even more complex. They aren't sad because they're the allies who have died, but each an opportunity for him to free himself, pass on his role, but each time he set them free. Yeah, that's true. They are his selflessness. Let me see if there's a true ending. Is that what I want? Oh, hold up. Let's back up a little. hear his dialogue. Okay, real quick, before I go on, should I be watching this right now? Is this the moon presence? I just want to make sure. I'll wait. I'll take a sip of water. I just want to make sure I got the right one. Yes, yes, okay, that's enough. That's all I need. Just a couple people. Is that lightning from Kos?
Are you cold?
This must be Maria, right? That's a doll. That's the doll that looks like Maria.
Oh, good hunter.
So you turned into that? Ooh. Wow. If you don't have the umbilical cord, she turns you into the new Gehrman. Easy peasy moon presence. That's ending 3. You ascend to become a great one, replacing moon presence instead of replacing Gehrman. I see, okay. So you could either keep the dream going and do what Gehrman did, or you can, I guess, create your own dream as moon presence? Is that the gist of it? Derek, oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Super thanks. Super chat. I guess it's a super chat. Thank you so much. I love watching me explore the music from FromSoft game, especially the fact that you're also a violinist. You can relate to my reactions. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so good to hear. It's kind of, let me actually make this a bit smaller now. I feel like I can offer a unique perspective on these tracks. Like I said, like as a violinist, a musician, usually I label them as musician reacts, but definitely main violinist. And also making arrangements of my own for video games, right? I've that's what I did covers and before I did these reactions. And so knowing a bit more about that process, the audio production, and I want to get into sound design at some point too. So being able to have that kind of ear for things and knowing how I guess more of like the background stuff on how they create the music and how they implement it into the game, and that's all really interesting to me. So I do feel like it's, I don't know, I like to kind of figure out what they could be doing and how they implemented the music, and yeah, the violin solos and cello, and there's so much to FromSoft and other games as well. Like the music, man, it's incredible. So yeah, I'm really just glad that you guys like my content, my reactions. This is literally just me experimenting one day with doing a reaction, and you guys found me and love it and have been loving what I put out since. So I really appreciate you guys for just sticking around and taking a chance on someone who just started doing reaction content, So yeah, Derek, thank you again so much. I really appreciate that. DLC bosses, trying to get the bad ending. So DLC, I mean, did I do most of them? Did Laurence, I don't even know who's in the DLC. I need to check the OST, but let me see here. Let's check the playlist. So yes, I reacted to Ludwig. I haven't done Living Failures. Shoot, I said I was gonna do that. I did Lady Maria, I did Orphan, did Laurence. So I guess the only one I haven't actually reacted to for the boss fight is Living Failures. I did, what is it? I watched Davy Vask. I know he says his name, but I think I only watched like one or two of his videos so far. But he did a reaction to Living Failures. So I was able to watch a little bit of the fight in his reaction and like his explanation of Living Failures, and talked about how they took it from Holst's Mars, right? They took a lot of inspiration from that track and that piece. So yeah, I've been hearing that there's a YouTuber that's really good with the lore of Bloodborne, so I should probably check that out. Yeah, the other ending is that you let Gehrman kill you and set you free, but you lose the memories and the cycle of violence continues. Yeah, that's like you're in the dream and you didn't stop him, so it's just yet another cog in the wheel, and you didn't actually do anything to stop it. Okay, Sleepy, gotcha. Recommend looking at the lyrics for Gehrman. Oh, man. Okay, let's do that. $3.1 million views, so... free you from this evil? Wow. I devote my life to sustain the dream. Oh, the insidious one. Great one, look upon me and grant everlasting mercy. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Even just that little chunk of the choir. And it starts, "Good hunter, let me free you from this evil." Wow. Yeah, he's trying so hard to save you. That's like heartbreaking. I knew it. Like, I knew that there was something tragic about him. And I was right. That's just so crazy. That's how good the music is, you know? Even without watching the fight and knowing any of the lore, like, I was able to kind of glean some of the lore. Like, I don't know how that worked, but that just means that the composers did a phenomenal job in, like, injecting that, you know, just musically making that parallel. Yeah, the end is like, "Release me." Yeah, for sure. Vadi? Yeah, Nikora on Twitch says, talks about Vadi, best storyteller of the lore by far. I think that's the person that I saw mentioned in the comments here and there was Vadi. So I might take a look. Yeah, El Israel also says Vadi. Yep, Vadi Vidya, Meshro as well. So people are saying Vadi. So I will, at some point, I'll take a look. I might not be able to, like, live stream me watching it, but I can definitely get more information about the lore by watching Vadi's video. If someone wants to just send that in the Discord, if you join the Discord, maybe just put it in the gaming channel. That should be fine. I can add it to my playlist, my endless playlists of things I need to watch. So Vadi's literally ASMR. All right. Well, not official. Gehrman's lyrics go right to the feels. Yeah. Would you ever consider playing these games? Possibly. I'll think about it. I guess Bloodborne might be something that I do. We'll see. Please react to 2 minute Gehrman's hidden dialogue. Ooh, okay. I want to know what that is. I want to know more about Gehrman. Was it this one? Unshackle Me? Is that the one? Vadi's the man when you want to learn FromSoft material. Acting is top notch. Hidden dialogue is from Gehrman having a nightmare in his sleep and calling out to his dead friends to free him. No. It must be this one then, Unshackle Me. There's a lot of heartbreak in Bloodborne and From Software in general. There's a reason Vadi has a playlist for each game called Prepare to Cry. Okay. Oh, man, I'm surprised I haven't heard of Vadi until now. Like, Vadi himself, the name Vadi reminds me of the Zelda antagonist Vadi from Minish Cap. That was the first time that I heard the name Vadi, but I'm sure that the name itself comes from somewhere else, right? Probably from mythology or something like that. Okay, 44 seconds actually. So that's, yeah, not a lot of time at all.
Oh, Laurence, Master Willem, somebody help me. Unshackle me, please. Anybody. I've had enough of this dream. The night blocks all sight. Oh, somebody, please.
Poor guy. That's so sad. Like, as Laurence is dead, Willem, I'm assuming, is dead. See, that would definitely, if I heard that when I was playing the game, that would make me convicted to save him, to kill him, to save him, for sure. Oh, poor guy. Because again, who knows how long he's been in this, you know? Oh, Thunder, hey, how are you? Welcome in. Vadi, Live reactions cut for YouTube are a definite thing and pretty successful. If you're looking for content after the OST and boss reactions, consider it. Okay. I try not to react to other people's like talking videos because I don't want it to seem like I'm stealing like money from them or, you know, like potential ad revenue or anything like that. So like the music reactions seem to be okay, and the gameplay, I'm like okay with that, like in terms of monetization. So if I were to do reactions for that, I don't know if I'd want to monetize it, because I don't know, at that point it kind of feels like I'm stealing their content for my own, you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like to think that I transform the music and the boss fights enough in terms of like my dialogue, you know, what I add to the video to make it okay. But yeah, I don't know. Same crying as the orphan, poor guy. Always hate having to kill him. Bloodborne equals no one is happy. Yeah, true. Bloodborne lore is like 10 years old. You're good. How often do I play violin? Honestly, nowadays I only play when I'm teaching, and I basically just teach online once a week. I just have one student for violin because I work full-time in game development, and so that kind of takes away a lot of my free time. I wish I could do YouTube and stuff full-time. I used to back a few years ago, but it wasn't really making a lot of money. Like my covers never gave me enough revenue to do it full-time. I tried, but I realized I just need to find a stable job, and so that's why I got into game development and doing quality assurance. But I would love to get into audio because that's my true passion, like sound design or music composition, but I know that market's very saturated. Everyone wants to be a music composer for video games, so yeah, I try to play violin when I can, but unless I'm working on a cover, which I haven't in a bit, or I'm teaching, which is only once a week, I don't really touch my violin too much, unfortunately. I will say though, when I do the violinist attempts video reactions, like obviously I have my violin and I try to play those, so that's actually been kind of nice to have another way to, like, I guess maintain my chops with my violin, is those violinist attempts, like the epic video game solo series that I have, but that's about it. Willem is alive? Okay, but lost his mind. Yes, I will react to Gale. It's gonna be a while though, because people want me to react to Gale's music last of all the Dark Souls 3 tracks, so it might take a bit, but I will, at some point, I will react to his boss fight too. But yeah, no orchestras or anything, Derek, unfortunately. I wish, but I just don't think I have the time. Willem is infested by something that looks like cordyceps. Like, what is it? Last of Us. Eternally sitting on a rocking chair at the college. Whether he's alive is a matter of opinion. Just moans and points at the lake. Felix, yeah, so I did quality assurance for Harry Potter Quidditch Champions that released in September. And we're doing like the live service because it's an online game. So that's what I'm doing currently, is quality assurance for that game. I haven't been working for the past couple of weeks because I took off a lot of time, and they gave us, usually a lot of game companies give you a week off, like a winter break. So last week, well actually up until yesterday was kind of the break that they gave us. And then I took today and tomorrow off as well, and I was off the week previous. This basically used up a lot of my PTO and, you know, floating holidays and stuff like that, just to give myself a nice break to do some things I needed to get done for the house and, you know, my own errands, and, you know, also try to get ahead in terms of my reaction videos. So the Stellar Blade one I had finished quite a while back, so that one has been, you know, it's posted yesterday, but I had that one in the backlog. And then I have, I'll show you, let me get to it. The only other one I have ready right now that'll be posted next Wednesday is this one, hold on. Yeah. Ebrietas and Queen of the Vile Bloods. That'll be next Wednesday. So that one's all set, ready to go. But after that, probably Dark Souls 3. I want to finish editing that hopefully this week so I can have that in the backlog. But that'll be, yeah, the following week probably. But yeah, basically just wanted to give myself a break to kind of get my YouTube stuff scheduled so that when I go back to work, I won't be spending, a bunch of time after work trying to get videos out. But yeah. Yeah, Deer in Spotlight, I agree. I think at the very least, I'll still listen to and watch the video just to kind of understand a bit more about the lore. I think that's important for me, especially if I'm going to be doing more Bloodborne stuff, which you saw the list. I still have more tracks to react to, so... Can or are you willing to say what era of game development you do? Area of game development? Oh yeah, area. Yeah, just quality assurance. So play testing. Well, it's not really just play testing, but I test the game. I try to break the game. I write reports on if I find things, issues or bugs. Make sure the devs are aware of it, and then they try to fix it, and then I test to make sure that that's actually fixed, and then it didn't break something else. That's pretty much what I do for quality assurance. But again, I would like to get into audio, doing sound design. That's probably the best one, because again, music composition is really saturated. So, like the footsteps that we heard when you're facing the Mergo, the wet nurse, with all those skeletons and bones and stuff, like those footstep sounds, that was genius sound design. So being able to make sounds like that for video games I think would be pretty cool. And I do have a demo reel that I posted last week, or was it Sunday? It was like about a little less than a week ago, just so I have something for when I apply to game dev companies and things like that. That's what I'd like to do. You just message Vady and see if he's okay with the reacts. Think he's done it before? Oh, okay. I could look into that. Hollow Knight, yes. I might need some suggestions for specific tracks, but I do have one track for the Violinist Attempts series, and I think I already reacted to another one. I just haven't filmed my actual attempt for that one, so maybe 2 Hollow Knight tracks. But I think it might be good to do like a dedicated Hollow Knight reaction video, like what I've been doing for Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 and things like that. PC emulator for Bloodborne came out today. Ooh, okay. Maybe that's what I was seeing online about the emulator. I thought it was going to be available on PC. But if it's just an emulator, I mean, it's something. Yeah, emulators can be risky. Sleepy Mud. I mean, I guess I'm a little lucky in that respect. I get to kind of see the game when it was a bit more bare bones, right? With all the cool features. And, you see when someone checks in a new like a new broom trail or goal celebration or victory celebration, you kind of get to see those firsthand. So it is kind of cool. But well, I mean, we'll see. Again, we're in live service. I have no idea how long I'm going to be on that project. So yeah. In the meantime, I like to just keep plugging away, doing what I can and doing the reactions and yeah, try to grow my audience, basically. It can be stressful. A lot of people in quality assurance, they have to do mandatory overtime. My company seems to be pretty good about not mandating it. But there's definitely been stretches where we've had overtime available because we're just in crunch for like a certain thing. So in general, though, I feel like the work-life balance was pretty good, but trying to do a full-time job and also make it cover was way too much work for me. because a cover could take anywhere between 20 to 40 hours on its own, just one single cover. So that's why this reaction content has been so much better for my mental health. It takes me way less time to do, and it actually, in terms of the views and stuff, it's performed so much better than my covers, which is kind of sad. But I know hopefully through my reactions, you guys might try to look at some of my covers and check those out. But in general, I just kind of feel happier doing reactions because I'm not busting my butt after work, after an 8-hour shift, trying to get a cover done. So oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. See, that kind of sound design, that's really cool. That's really, really cool. So they kind of thought of everything. They thought about the visuals, they thought about the sound design, they thought about the music. You know, there's everything is just so well packaged, this game. Like everything that they did and all the decisions that they made were for a certain purpose, right? They are very intentional with everything. Dark Beast Parl. Did I add that? Let me make sure. It's Bloodborne? Yes, it is. Oh, that looks interesting. Oh, it's just called Dark Beast? Let me see if I have that on my playlist already. I do not. So let me add that, and then I can add it to the boss fight. Should I do lame? Because it's got the music turned up. 4 minutes, 17 seconds. Yeah, we'll try this one. Oh, it's New Game Plus Plus. I don't know if that's going to be okay. Let me check my Discord. Does anyone know what video I should do for Dark Beast? There's a boss fight database, which is 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We do have Shirako. No, JK. That's just the track itself. Lame Ansari has the music turned up version, but it's a New Game Plus Plus. So I'm not sure if that's worth doing or what. But I did add the track itself, just the music, to my playlist though. So thank you for reminding me, Skulton. Elden Ring music covers. Ooh, I've been considering doing some FromSoft covers. As of right now, I think Dark Souls 3 might be a bit more up my alley than Bloodborne. And I've even considered trying to compose a track that's inspired by Dark Souls 3. And just to see how that goes. But I haven't listened to any Elden Ring music, so I'm not quite sure if that's gonna be similar to Dark Souls 3, but at least DS3, that genre is much more closer to the stuff that I cover anyway. So it'd probably be Dark Souls 3 covers. Bloodborne, it gets kind of hard because it's a full orchestra. It's really hard to make a cover and not lose some of that complexity that's in the original. Some games that I've tested, aside from the Quidditch game, the only one that I've done and gotten paid for is Flowstone Saga, which is an indie game from Impact Gameworks. And it's a really cool like RPG, almost like a Tetris battle style, but it's not Tetris. Like it's similar, but it's not. But that's the closest thing I can think of to explain it for the battle mechanic. But it's a really cool 2D RPG that you guys should check out. Let me actually link it, because that was my very first stint doing QA. And I did make like 1 or 2 sounds for it. They were nice enough to let me do that. So I just posted that in the YouTube chat. I'll post it in the Twitch chat too, just in case anyone's interested. But they mainly had me do QA, and then I also did some music looping and implemented the music loops into the game. So that's pretty much all I did for Flowstone Saga. And then I was only working there for like 2, 3, maybe 3 months. And then I got hired as at Unbroken Studios is the company I work at now. So I was only really helping out Flowstone Saga for a few months, and then a little bit here and there I'd log like an hour just to do the loop of another music track that the composer made, and then I would implement it. But that's pretty much it. El is real. Are you leaving? Oh, no. Yes. Sorry. 3 a.m. Oh my gosh. No, thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out and being in the chat. I really appreciate it, Elle. Thank you so much. Have a good night. All right, let's do... Well, if I've already listened to the track standalone for Parle, I'll just do the boss fights to react to. I'll just do that. I think that'll be good. Okay. Oh. You've checked out some of my covers. As you're curious, I'm good. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, I've been doing covers since I started the channel, which was in 2009. Believe it or not. So this past November was 15 years with this channel. And I've gotten so much better with my covers and quality of the video and audio since starting the channel. Obviously, it's taken quite a while for me to get to a standard and quality level that I'm proud of. But yeah, it's been a really cool journey for me. It's humbling to watch some of my much older covers to see how much further I've actually come and how much more I've learned since then. But yeah, it's fun. Covers, they perform okay on like distribution services on streaming platforms and things like that. And I do have a couple of tracks on Bandcamp as well. So that was the main reason for my channel, was actually to do covers. But you know, with how long it takes, and I'm working full time, I just don't really have the time to do a cover every single week. And again, reactions are just a lot less work and time. So yeah, I still think it's a good thing though. Being able to react to these kinds of tracks and listen to them, it develops my skills as an arranger and a composer as well, because I'm able to hear what other people have done and expand upon the, like what I already know as a musician. So yeah, I can only think of good things when it comes to reacting to tracks like this, especially when it's tracks that I haven't really listened to before, or in a genre that I usually don't listen to. Gothic horror, right? I not usually a fan of that kind of music, but it's really interesting. And if I end up scoring a horror game in the in the future, then maybe that'll help me, right? Researching and listening to Bloodborne tracks or Dark Souls or what have you. Optional point, yeah, 3 a.m. Oh my gosh, yes, please go to sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Make sure to join the Discord if you guys like. I'll try to post it again if I can. Just in case. Broly discovered me with my Stellar Blade video. Well, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, Stellar Blade has some phenomenal music, so I'm really, really excited to listen to more. Oh man, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it. It is a newer game, but there's some amazing tracks in Stellar Blade, so I will be doing more eventually. Probably go back to more FromSoft stuff, but what I'm thinking I'll do, I might start alternating. So we did Stellar Blade this week. Next week we're going to do Bloodborne. I am going to edit Dark Souls 3 reaction part 3, I think. That might be slated for a later week in January. But I kind of want to alternate doing like FromSoft and then another genre or another game, then FromSoft and then another game, and then FromSoft another game kind of thing. Because I do want to expand a little bit and get people who are interested in other games to, also find me and watch my content. So I think I might start to alternate between FromSoft game, either Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne, any of those games. Sekiro, maybe, I guess, could count. So those games, and then a different game entirely. So it could be Hollow Knight, it could be Genshin, it could be more Stellar Blade, anything that you guys would be interested in me reacting to. I think that might be a good way to kind of balance it out so that I'm not just reacting to FromSoft the entire time, because I want to make sure my channel is seen more broadly as a music reaction channel, not a FromSoft reaction channel. You know what I mean? But still, there's so much music from FromSoft that I still need to react to. So it's not like I'm going to be doing away with that anytime soon. Ooh, okay. So phase 1 might not be amazing, but phase 2 is haunting. Okay, good to know. People like you are what make the gaming/music part of the gaming industry great. Recognition of songs from games really is fun to watch, and the fact that you enjoy listening to them is a big plus. Oh, Thunder, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge video game nerd. I mean, I might not play all of these video games, but I definitely appreciate the music, and I can appreciate the lore and the design of the monsters and the characters, and the environments that they set up. And again, being in game development myself, I've come to appreciate a lot more VFX, right? The UI. There's so much more to the game that can make or break it, right? So I think just being in game development and testing all different areas and departments of the game dev, of the team and the company for the games, it's really helped me, I guess, appreciate more about what actually goes into the game, how much work goes into it, and how much time goes into it. So yeah, it's been really fun to react to the music and be able to learn some stuff, right? The Stellar Blade video, I talked about panning a bit and had someone message me being like, I had no idea what panning was before I watched your video, but you explained it so well. Like, and now I understand exactly what you mean. And like the envelope and filter and stuff like that. So that makes me happy to be able to explain things and like help you guys learn or just teach you something new while still, being entertaining and making sure that I, not alienating you with this information. You know what I mean? And yeah, also obviously enjoying the music too. That's a big plus. Broly, I have not reacted to them yet, but I do know some Replicant and Automata music already, but definitely open to listening to them again because it's been a few years. I have covered 2 tracks from Nier Replicant. It's Song of the Ancients Devola and Kaine Salvation. Those are the 2 that I know very well because I actually arranged them and covered them. But the other tracks, it's been a while. So I could definitely do Nier. That could be one of the games that I alternate FromSoft game reactions with. You know what I mean? So news about FromSoft's next game? When was that? Did they do that recently? Let's check. You're talking about the Elden Ring though? Because I know about that. Armored Core. Ooh, okay. Need to meet your from quota, but want something different. Okay. I could look into that. But yeah, Thunder, I'm very curious on what you mean for the next FromSoft game, unless you mean the Elden Ring game that they had teased at the Game Awards. Okay, yeah. Monster Hunter style multiplayer game. So is Elden Ring, does that also have co-op? It does, right? But I guess it's just a little bit different with this Night Rain. Yeah, that's it. Night Rain. Yeah, I saw that when I was watching some of the highlights of the Game Awards, and I was like, I think I had just released a Dark Souls 3 reaction the day before, or maybe that day, and I was like, I should have done Elden Ring. I probably would have, really benefited from that reveal if I did an Elden Ring track, but I'm very curious about it. It seems cool. Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, I'm surprised that there hasn't been like another Bloodborne game. Because we did. There's no plans for Elden Ring 2 at this moment. Armored Core 7, unlikely. So you're saying Armored Core 6 would be good. Okay. DLC, no plans for Armored Core 6 DLC. This is just a Reddit post I'm looking at. Because we did, it was Bloodborne. Dark Souls 3 was after Bloodborne, right? I think it was. And then Sekiro was 2019? You also thought it was another DLC and was baffled watching the trailer. Dude, the trailer looked so good. Let's be honest. Ooh. Belfry? Gargoyle? Okay. Yeah, I want to do some more Dark Souls 3. And then I'll probably get into like 1 and 2 as well. Eventually. There's so much. There is so much. Let me just pull up. Let's just listen to some music, shall we? Yeah. I'll lower it a little bit. I used to have a little thing that would say, oh, that's way too low. Okay, that should be all right. Spotify's weird. It like doesn't automatically change it to the new volume. It like slowly fades and lowers the slider. Okay. Iron Golem was fire too. Okay. Ooh. Raid boss music. That would be cool. I'd be interested to hear how they changed that. Did Sekiro have good music? I legit can't remember. Some people had mentioned that it'd be good to react to Sekiro tracks, so I just don't remember which ones. I'm not sure if anyone specifically mentioned certain tracks from Sekiro. Russo. No. People keep telling me that I need to react to Slave Night Gale last. And that's gonna take a while before I get there. But DS3, so far, I have reacted to the main menu, just called Dark Souls 3, Abyss Watchers, Deacons of the Deep. That was in my part 1. Part 2, I did Pontiff Sullivan. I don't know if it's Sullivan or Sullivan. Twin Princes and Sister Frida. I said Freed in the video because I wasn't sure. And then part 3, I did. Do I remember? I can tell you. Hold on. I just have to find it in my little. Oh, why is it like that? There we go. There's so many things to keep track of. I did Vort of the Boreal Valley and Dark Eater Midir. that's next. That's what I'm editing. Like, I've been editing a bit this week. Those 2 tracks are going to be next for the Dark Souls 3 reactions. But I do have, like, Iodex Gundyr, like Champion Gundyr, Firelink Shrine, the Grave Tender. I think those would be next. But I also want to do Gwyn. Dedicated video for Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, and then Soul of Cinder. Yeah, Dr. Clef, that's what people were saying, so. Oh, Thunder, thank you. That makes me so happy. Yeah, it was very, very early on, I think you found me. Because my very first video was in October. It really wasn't that long ago, because it was the end of October, I think I posted my first Bloodborne one. Yeah, October 23rd. And I did part 2 the day before Halloween. Then part 3, November 6th. Part 4, November 20th. Yeah, I've been trying to do once a week, which seems to be working out okay. I was considering doing 2 uploads a week this year, and then my husband kind of talked me out of it. And some people from like another server, they are right, because I think it'd be really hard to keep up with 2 videos a week. And I don't have the backlog that I wanted to have. So I think I'll do 2 tracks a week, like every now and then it'll just be kind of like a special occasion type thing, but we'll kind of continue with weekly uploads. Unless this really takes off and I'm able to do YouTube full time, then I could probably, you know, put more time into doing uploads twice a week. That's probably the only way though. If I want to do consistent uploads like that more than once a week, I'll probably have to be doing YouTube full time. Lucas. Yeah. I have a couple of, like, is it 2,000, 1,000, 2,000 followers on Twitch, but I haven't streamed on Twitch in a very long time. I just decided to do like a multi-stream using the restream thing, which I think you guys are seeing the branding of it on the stream, but it's nice. I like YouTube for a lot of reasons, but I also liked Twitch when I was streaming on there because there is less latency. The delay is not as bad as it is on YouTube and some other things. But I figured I can stream on both at the same time now. Twitch got rid of the exclusivity clause, so this is my first time actually doing a multi-stream on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But yeah, feel free to follow me on Twitch if you prefer Twitch, or subscribe on YouTube if you prefer YouTube. If I stream, and when I stream in the future, I will probably be doing a multi-stream like this. So I'll be live on both platforms. Osiris? Yeah, Osiris is it Osiris or is it Osiris? Again, I'm really bad at these names, but I do have that on my list. That is definitely on my list. Yes, Gown, yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure if you're in the Discord, but you can either DM me or put it in, I think I have a gaming or even a music channel. You could probably just tag me and send me a playlist, or whatever you like, whatever's easier. Thank you, Thunder. Yeah, I'm trying not to overwork myself. That's what I was doing before when I was doing covers on top of working full time. I was struggling and burning myself out, and I really don't want to do that anymore. So when I do a cover, oh, hold on. Baldur's Gate 3, another amazing OST, but I don't like to have singing when I'm talking, so. Let me do this one. Nice, pretty harp. But yeah, when I was doing covers and stuff, it was too much. So I'm doing what I can. When I do a cover, it's because I want to, not because I feel like I have to, right? Whenever I made a cover, I'm like, oh, I have to upload something. I haven't uploaded to YouTube in a while. I have to, you know, try to stay active on YouTube. And oh, there's so much about that that's just not right. So reactions, my channel is definitely active, right? Posting every week, sometimes more than once a week. I've been doing some demo reels, right? vocal demo reel, violin and viola demo reel, and now I have a sound redesign reel that I posted just for like game dev stuff. And I've been doing some compilation videos of my previous covers, like hour long this, 30-minute long that, whatever. And then also doing the reactions. So it just feels like a much better balance for me. Yes, Dr. Clef, I want to do Elden Ring. Might not be after DS3, because DS3 is going to take me a long time to finish everything. But I think maybe after I get through all the Bloodborne tracks that you guys want me to react to, at that point, it might be good for me to do some Elden Ring. Yes, Russo, I do have Gwyn first, and then Soul of Cinder. And I might watch the boss fights too. Both of them. And yeah, Gwyn's lore, I think someone also mentioned that there's, I don't know if there's something that I need to watch or if there is just, if I just need to research the lore before. That's a good call out though. Yeah, no, your track is great, Lucas. Oh, my first one was correct? Oh gosh. Which one was first? What did I say? Osiris? Sure, yeah, that's fine, yes. I don't think I have a moderation thing active on YouTube. If it starts to like time you out for something, I apologize in advance, but I don't think it will. If you can make a playlist and then just post the playlist, that might be better instead of posting a bunch of YouTube links one after another, because then YouTube might think it's spam. Osiris, okay. And also, is it Sullivan or Sullivan? Does it sound like Sullivan? Like a normal person's name, Sullivan? Because I was saying Sullivan. Maybe like an idiot. Ooh, there's cut content? Okay. Yeah, see what I mean? There's so much to react to. There's so much content out there for me, you know, and because these don't take me as long to react to and edit, right? Add some sound effects here and there, things like that. Like, it's just, it feels good. It feels good to be able to post every single week for you guys and still do my covers when I have time. And just overall, I'm really happy with how this channel has grown already since I started reactions, and looking forward to how much we grow in 2025 too. Like, I feel really good about it. So alright, I think we should probably end it here. I've been streaming for quite a while now. So, well, I'm doing multi-stream, so I can't really raid on Twitch, can I? It's okay, I don't have to raid on Twitch. Sullivan? Okay. See, I'm a dum-dum sometimes with those pronunciations. How's it? Like, it's Sullivan. Maybe it's just my my Korean language and knowing how other Latin languages are pronounced makes me think that it's Van instead of Vin. And there's something else too. Like, I think, is it ebrietas? Is that right? Or is it ebrietas? Like, I'm trying to say it as naturally as possible in terms of what I think it should sound like based on the root or where it originated from. Because even Ludwig, right? I said Ludwig, not Ludwig, because that W should be a V because it's a German name, isn't it? Ludwig? So, I don't know. Just don't mind me if I mispronounce things. Thunder, yes, let's go. Yes, okay. Good night. Thank you so much for stopping in, hanging out, chatting with me. I really appreciate it. All of you guys, thank you so, so much. I am going to end the stream. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. My ADHD is going crazy. God of War, I would be open to that. The Greek sage, not the Norse one. Yeah, I'm open to anything, really. Mainly limiting to game music and possibly some anime music for now. I might react to other kinds of music, film music and things like that later on, but for now I think it's safe to just kind of stick to games and maybe some anime as well, because I have done anime covers too in the far past. But I'm okay with either of those. So as long as it's a game or if it's an anime, I'm open to it. Oh, Saga. Okay. Hope. Yeah, true. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll try to do this again in the near future, and I will try to make a community post on YouTube to let you know when I'm planning it, just so that you guys can keep an eye out for it. And yeah, hopefully we can do more boss fight reactions once I get through more Dark Souls 3 tracks, and we can maybe have that as our next stream, maybe. So, all right, let's go to, what am I doing? I just do it through here, right? Yeah. Do I have a scene for it? No, I'm gonna have to make one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I think that's it. It's gonna be kind of an abrupt end, but thank you guys again so much. And yeah, just stay tuned for next week's video. It'll be Bloodborne Ebrietas and Queen of the Vile Bloods. So I'll see you guys then. Bye!